It's Eazytarget coming at you with a Fortnite video. Here I'll be showing off the Battle Royale game of Fortnite. It's a 100-person Battle Royale. You drop into a map and last man standing wins. It's very awesome, very competitive. Really like going up against everybody trying to be the last one to survive. I've only done it once solo, but it is a great game to try out, especially since it is free. But I just want to go over a few things for newcomers to the game, especially people that are playing with a controller. Don't be afraid to use it. That's what I use. The hardest thing to do with a controller is probably to build. But you can get used to that, get a little bit. You won't be the best builder, but you can get quick at building stuff. Just the quick things to look at here. You got the shop, you can buy some things, but they got these V points that you can't really accumulate by doing anything special in the game. It's basically all microtransaction right now. If you do have the PvE version, you could collect V points by completing daily tasks, but the daily tasks that they give you in-game, or the daily challenges for PvP side, don't give you anything besides just leveling cap. They have the season shop that changes out every season. Apparently this one ends in 5 days and then our level will go down, but other than paying for stuff, I don't really know a way you can get it besides the PvE side. But then you have to pay for the pack. But then starting out here, if you're playing on PC, this is very critical to set up your video settings. Just come up here to the settings. You want to make sure that you are on whatever your computer can handle for resolution. View distance, you want to make sure it's on epic. Turn off shadows, turn off anti-aliasing. Textures, just turn down a little bit just to make sure that you can see people whenever they're out there. If you have some of this stuff up on high, with the shadows especially, view distance, if you have it medium or whatever, people can be invisible to you, but they can see you, so you don't want any of that. I just have VSync off, motion blur off, and show FPV or FPS, just so you can have the see what you're doing, see if your computer is struggling at all. But other than that, you got your controller setups. If you're on PC, make sure you go through and bind your buttons, especially for your building. If you can't build fast, you're going to die basically. On controller, I of course just use the PS4 version. They have the Xbox on here as well, so you just plug it in and it basically works. They have different versions though, the controllers, so you can see if they work out a little bit better for you. They just change up some stuff, make it easier to cycle through the different building materials. I haven't played around the combat one, but I hear the quick builder is popular for a controller just because it does give you a little bit better control over building. But I just go with standard. That's what I roll with. That's what I've learned, so that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go ahead and back out of here. And then you can invite your friends. You can have squads, solos, duos. Squads is 4, duos is 2 obviously, and solos 1. What else? Other than that, let's go ahead and get into a game. Alright, this is the pre-game lobby. You just run around, you can have a little bit of fun in here, you can find some weapons and shoot them around. Look right here, I just got the sniper rifle right off the bat. You can open up doors, you can find other guns. But the one thing you can't do is you can't chop down any materials in here. Trees and stuff, it prevents you from doing it. But normally you can chop down that hut, you can chop down the fence, you can chop down the trees, you can chop everything down except for actual land mass. That's how you get materials, is chopping down everything in your sites. You do want materials so you can build stuff, but I'll go through the basic building materials and what you can do once you get into the game. You can go up to people and dance like this, and it's a whole bunch of fun before the pre-game lobby. But once everybody's ready, timer's gone down, it goes into the bus so you can drop down into your map. Whenever you think you're ready, you can go down, but if you push up on the D-pad, I don't know what it is on the keyboard, but you can show your map. If you're in duos or squads, you can use your right analog stick to move your little pointer around, and then whenever you're ready and you want to show people where you're going to go, you push the trigger, and then everybody knows where you want to go. You can talk about it as well. But if you're new to the game, you don't want to go places where are too populated, because you will die right off the bat. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump out here, point straight down so you go as fast as you can to the ground and get to the destination as fast as possible. If you want to get low, you want to go to the lowest point on the map so your parachute doesn't deploy, or your umbrella doesn't deploy too high up into the sky. So if you're going above a mountain, it'll deploy a lot faster than if you went over the river. But this is a good spot that I like to go to. A lot of people don't really go here first off. They usually stick to the bigger little towns or whatnot. I normally don't come out here because of that, but I come over to this tree. Gotta keep in mind that the guy's back there at the two houses there. But this tree is good. It spawns a double chest sometimes, not all the time. Here's some shooting going off into the distance. But you want to loot, get yourself a weapon as fast as you can. And ammo boxes. You want to always look for these ammo boxes. Most overlooked thing in the game. Under stairs, anywhere you can find it, on a shelf. They are everywhere. But get a weapon. Once you get a weapon, then you're pretty decent. Secondary thing that you want to do is make sure you have materials. Go around, chop up some trees, chop up some buildings. Everything gives you a little bit different material. So obviously if it's wood, it gives you wood. If it's like a car or something, it'll give you metal. And if it's like stone, it'll give you a brick. Here's somebody coming. I think that's just me. And whenever you're looting your buildings, you want to listen for the sound. Somebody's here. Coming from my right over here, so I'm gonna come over here. Yeah, buddy. Boom! Headshot. Look at that. There we go. Alright, now I can get back to the tutorial here, or the beginner's guide. You want to listen for that sound there. If you hear that sound, it means there's a chest in the building. You want to look for it. Sometimes you have to tear down walls, go to the right area, and find it. But here, it's just at the bottom. You just got to tear down this so you can get over to it. So you're going to go ahead and swing. And sometimes, I don't know why, sometimes it takes a lot more than one swing to open that up. If you go to pick up things with your pickaxe out, if you're full, it won't change out any of your gear. But if you switch over with triangle to any of your slot spaces, you can go to the one that you don't want to hold anymore, and then you can swap out some of your gear. So here I don't want this green one, so I want to pick up the nades. Oh, there we go, pick up the nades right there, and it will swap it out. If you're spam looting, you want to make sure that your pickaxe is out so you're not changing out any of your gear. Common mistake that I do a lot of the times. Thought I heard somebody else. That just must have been my feet. Just to go over this jelly before I lose it and before I die. I call it a jelly, so does my friend. That's where we're going, but I don't know exactly what it's called, but it is shield. So highlight the shield with your triangle. Go ahead and use that. That's going to give you 50 shield. So 2 of them obviously will max you out at 100. It's also a little smaller cylinder. That is going to give you 25 and 25 health. So if you get below 75%, you can't heal with bandages over 75, so you'll use the slurp to get up to 100, plus it'll give you 25 shield. So keep that in mind if you are under 75 health. The only way to get above that, besides that, is a med kit. Oh, this right here. This med kit will get you above 75%. It'll go from 0 to 75, or I guess 1 to 75. It'll get you all the way maxed back out, but it doesn't give you any shield like the slurp container does. Slurp does 25 shield, 25 health. So that's, you want to save those for whenever you're around 75 health, so you can get maxed out on the health and get a little bit of armor as well. You want to be looking around constantly for people, because they will come everywhere. There's lots of people on the map. Right now there's only 39 people since we've been talking here. But you want to check every house that you can. These ones don't look like they've been looted. So I'll go ahead and take a look inside while I'm explaining some stuff here. When destroying stuff, I'm going to show you on a wall in here. Oh, here's another chest. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Boom. Another medkit. You can hold medkits, multiple of them in the same slot. You don't have to worry about it. Ammo, you always want to pick up ammo. Alright, so whenever you're chopping down walls or trees and whatnot, you want to go for the blue circle. Whenever you hit the blue circle, it allows you to chop down the thing a lot faster. So right there, you saw that. If I go here and I don't hit the circle, it takes way longer to chop it down. So if you're trying to get to somebody, or if you're just trying to loot real quick before people come in, you just want to make sure you're hitting those circles. One thing that I didn't even realize while I was chopping whenever I first started the game, I always missed that. So if you come up to a tree, you really don't want to be still. But if you feel confident that you're not there's nobody around you, you could stand up close to it like this, not move your axe, and basically it hits the circle every time, as long as you're looking straight ahead. Sometimes you have to do some minor adjustments, but for the most part it does pretty well at hitting the right marks and giving you what you need. So you don't have to move your cursor all the way around. It really helps out with the controller. I'd do that more so inside buildings where you're not going to get sniped. That was an easy one. Just like that. Sometimes it'll go crazy and it'll go all over the place. I'm not going to loot that completely just because I'm kind of explaining things. What do we got here? Just to go over stuff in my inventory. This is just a regular AR. Just shoots just automatic weapon. You got an automatic shotgun right here. Just like that. This is autos you're going to get. There's a pump one that does a lot more damage, but it's a pump, and the second shot, the third shot, they take forever to go off. All right, so I got somebody coming over here. Building is your #1 thing to protect you. If you don't build, you will probably die. So you want to make sure that you are building up. This is going to be a common building that people do to get out of the way of people and protect yourself, because you can come up here and you can look out and see where people are and try to shoot them down before they shoot you. If you don't have protection, like I had a problem of looking for cover versus building cover. One problem that I had whenever playing this game, this guy's going to probably be up on top of me now. This storm is coming in, so I need to run away from it because it's going to damage me while I'm in it. But I do need to keep in mind that this guy is over here somewhere. Building cover is going to save your butt more often than not. So if you're getting shot at, you don't just instantly build something. Build it, get inside of it, and protect yourself. Because you don't want to be screwed over by stupid losing your life with for no reason. Alright, this guy's gonna be coming out somewhere here. There he is. There we go. I had the advantage there because I was out of the storm. Whenever you're looking in, it's kind of hard to look in, but whenever you're inside the storm as well, it's a little bit harder to look out. But don't want to be in there. Here's the slurp, just to show you guys. So now that I have a little bit of damage, I can go ahead and take this, and it will heal me back up to full and give me a little bit more armor as well. So always loot your materials. You want to make sure you're having your materials. I didn't build up anything there because I didn't feel like it was necessary since I had that advantage. And then now that the storm has come into the first circle, now it shows you the second circle you need to get to. So you want to go ahead and move into that circle, try to get a safe spot in that circle, and you can either build up a base, you can try to find cover somewhere. If you're aggressive, just try to push towards anybody that you see, everybody. Get as many kills as you can, or just kind of play it safe and hide out somewhere. These bushes, a lot of people camp in bushes right here, so people can't really see inside the bush. Obviously, if I'm in a certain angle, I'm sticking out. They're a lot better than others. But bushes, people really can't see people inside of a bush. You'll run over a bush, and the way that you find out they're in the bush is you can't move through it. Then you just gotta shoot it up and kill the person inside. But other than that, I can go over some basic building strats, but you always want to get the high ground on people. It just makes things a lot easier for destroying people. This guy must be using a controller too, but not as good as me. I just destroyed his face. He gave me a sniper. That is good. But other than that, I'm just going to go ahead and play through this game. I can't really think of much else other than going very detailed into building or strategies or whatnot. That's just the basic gameplay for Fortnite. Hope you guys enjoyed the beginner's guide or the intro into Fortnite for my community. I just wanted to bring this to a lot of people's attention that may not know it's out there. It's just a very good game, and everybody needs to know about it and get playing. So get on out there. Get playing. Let me know how you guys are doing. Let me know any questions that you have. Thank you very much. This is Easy, and I'm out.